Hey guys, and welcome to Just Ask Tatum. I haven't been on here for about a week, so I wanted to come on here and see how everybody's doing with the coronavirus and the being at home. I know it's tough. We have to go get things we need. People say stock up, but you can't stock up if the grocery stores are empty. We live in a small town. We don't live in a big one, but they're probably all going through it too. Just know that my prayers go out to every family that out here. I don't care where you're at in the world. My prayers are with you in this time of crisis. I want to come on here and say something today, though. I've noticed people and their actions, like I had to run today and get a couple things and come back home. I want to explain something to you people. I don't care how much money you got, how much money you don't have. Money ain't going to get you into heaven, and money ain't going to keep you from going to hell. Y'all need to all remember that. I see people today getting stuff, and I know we all, people panic and stuff, but, just rude, and just, I'm telling you, I had to say, Jesus help me, please, when I'm going up in the store, please help me from slapping somebody, because, just the way they act, thinking they almighty, they need to get in front of that person. First of all, I see an elderly person, I stop my car, I tell them, mostly anybody, go ahead, walk across, I'm not in a hurry, the lines at the prescription places. I know Kroger was the worst. I seen them all the way out to the highway. Walgreens ain't as bad, but Walmart, I didn't even attempt to go in there because I'm like, oh my God, Walmart's always bad. But I order what I can. And if I can't order it, and if I have to run in and get something for Joseph, I just do it, and I come out, and I like the way the stores have the blue tape on the floor, saying, you gotta stay, thank you, Kat, for dropping your food, but they're saying, say 6 feet apart. I like it how the stores have done that. It's really bad that they have to do that, though. Us as humans should know 6 feet, but sometimes you don't think, how far is that? I just think of Joseph because he's 6'2", but you're not sitting there measuring it in your head. But it just really shocked me today, guys. I'm telling y'all, people in this world, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much money you don't got. I was raised good. I was raised with everything I needed and probably more. But I'm going to tell you something. Money is not going to get you into heaven, and it ain't going to escape you for the pits of hell. So you need to remember that. And just because we're not having church right now, you can go online. I've seen a lot of pastors, deacons, different people is on, they're talking, and it's free to pray to God, people. It's free. Joseph says his prayers every night. I say them with him. I don't know. I don't see how some people just don't have any morals. Okay? Everybody's going through this. This is a hard time, and we need to respect each other, and we need to pray for each other, and I don't wish this on my worst enemy. I don't. And I really don't have any enemies no more. I'm the type of person, if I don't like you, I just don't like you. If there's a reason I don't. And I just stay away from you. But I'm not going to sit around and plot and be like, God, I wish they get the coronavirus. I've even heard that come out of people's mouth. I hope they get. Let me tell you something. Don't be wishing that on somebody. Because things can happen. And it might happen to you. So you need to be on your knees and be praying and saying, Jesus, please, protect me and my family. That's just, we finally had to put a sign on our door, and it's not that we don't love people, but look, I have 2 elderly parents, they're in pretty good shape, but still, it don't matter, they're in their late 70s, and then I have a traumatic brain injury son, and me and my husband, it was our choice to do it, and he said, no, Tatum, and my dad made the choice too, so we put a sign on the door, you can call us, whatever, but these people coming around sitting and doing, we just can't have that. That's just common sense. We can't have that. They're in a higher risk bracket. I don't even know. Me and Michael might be in a risk, in a bracket. We don't know. You don't never know about things like this. So I'm just saying, people, pray for people. Even if you don't like them, pray for them. And pray that, this is going to stop, that God's got our back. And that's right, Jason. Amen. And Jason, I'm praying for you and Amanda. I love y'all. But I'm just saying, people, quit being so quick to be mean. And I'm telling you, I don't understand it. I don't understand rude people, just plain out rude. Because, you ain't gonna do it in front of me. I'm just here to tell you, if I see somebody being mean to an elderly person or a person, period, over something like this is going on, I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and that's just how I feel. I don't care if you don't like it, because it's wrong. We all need to be in this together, and we all need to stand together and say, God's got us. This ain't gonna take us down. Remember that. And, you know, another thing, all this politics on here. Quit with the politics. Just shut up. It's the coronavirus. It's here. It's the devil, okay? It's the devil. It ain't nobody's fault. I mean, I ain't gonna get into all that, but I'm just saying, you know, we quit to blame, we quit to judge, and I used to be the same way. But here's the thing: I don't care who your governor is, I don't care who your president is, I don't care. They're our president, they're our governor. You know what? I've had ones in office that I didn't like, but I had to say that was my president or that was my governor. And I look at it like this: right now is not a time for politics. You know, I might share stuff on there, but I share a lot of stuff, you know, that a bunch of different people says. And here's the thing, I got a lot of friends, I told y'all before, a lot of them do not have the same beliefs as I do. In religion or politics, there's two things you don't talk about. Right now we're talking about the coronavirus, okay? We're all wishing this would go away. So quit getting mad at each other, quit bashing each other. Know that you love one another unconditionally. You're going to have different beliefs. It does not matter, okay? None of that right there matters, because none of that's going to get you to heaven, okay? And it ain't going to escape you from the pits of hell. So, exactly, Jason, unity. So, y'all all need to quit with this crap. I'm telling people that love each other, I mean friends and families, and get mad over daggone politics. That's why my day tells me to keep my mouth shut. Now, everybody pretty much knows I'm a Republican. But, here's the thing. It don't matter to me. I go by the, you know, what I like about them. Thank you, Angela. I go by what, you know, I think, but it don't matter. There might be a Democrat one day that says something that I like better than a Republican. It's the person. It's who I choose, their beliefs or whatever. So, but I don't get on here. I might say, you know, share some stuff that Trump says or whatever, but I don't get on here and just bash and bash. I mean, you know, there's some I can go on there and say a lot about, you know, some, you know, like Nancy Pelosi. I'll go ahead and tell you, I can't stand her. She is an evil witch. And I don't care what nobody says. If you like her, I'm sorry. But see, this is what I'm talking about. That's why I'm going to get off this. That's why I'm going to get off the subject. Because all y'all get on here and do, and this other thing with the seniors. We need to be praying for them parents. Yes, I've heard people say, well, at least, you know, they're being safe. Yes, but let me explain something to you. When you are a senior, and I know all of you has been one, most of you has been one in your life. That was the precious moments of my life. Was seeing my friends. There's some of them right now that I talk to that live away that I haven't seen since high school. I got a best friend in New York. I got one that lives, I think, in Tennessee now, that were my best friends in high school, that live all over the United States. And here's the thing. You know what my memories are? Our senior year, our high school year, you know, years. And yes, you know, I understand, but it is sad. Because they can't get this back, y'all. Yeah, they might have a ceremony, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Their senior activities are gone. You know, them going to Universal for they have that now instead of grad night, I think. And then, you know, the walking with their friends, the going to prom. You know, nobody's thinking about that. Thank you, Sandy. But nobody's thinking about that. And all people, and another thing. I've seen this, and I'm glad Ware County don't do this. You know, Ware County, I see people, you know, they got their seniors' pictures and, you know, stuff like that. They got them hanging up in their yard and all that. And one of them might play 5 sports. One of them might play nothing. They might have been president of the 4-H club. They all equal. And some of these other little small towns that I've seen, it's all about it because they play sports. Let me tell you something. Who you think is going to be our next NSA leader? Who's going to be our next scientist? Who's going to go on them kids that made straight A's in high school, the ones that worked their butt off? I was a sports person, so I know. I didn't work my butt off. I'm going to be honest with you. I got everything handed to me. But what do you think that helped me when I started going to college? It didn't. It didn't help me. Because them kids that had their nose in the books, them's the ones that deserves it better than anybody. And I'm going to tell y'all that. And I'm a sports person. Y'all know I play sports. But I'm going to tell you, them what y'all call the nerds, them's the one that's going to have the 6-figure salaries. from working, like, not saying that the ones that play sports won't have it, because I know a lot that play sports that are also straight A student. And now I wouldn't. Just saying I wouldn't. But what I'm saying is, don't always knock a nerd or one that you call a nerd because they choose not to play sports. They might just not want to play sports through the school system. Because I know a lot of these small towns, now Ware County's not so bad, but like other counties where my friends live and stuff, you ain't nothing. And let me tell you, some of them, y'all know our cheerleaders, they go and they like compete and everything, competition. These people in these little old dinky towns, they talk about cheerleaders. These cheerleaders don't even know what a back handspring is. Yeah, they don't even know, but they're all about that sport. Like, it's everything. And I'm sitting here thinking, what's gonna do that youngin' some good when they get older? Tell me what good's it gonna do? I tell y'all right now, unless they're gonna be a Dallas cheerleader, and I'm gonna tell you something about that. When you try out for that, you can't have 1 ounce of fat on your body. And it ain't all about the cheering and the flipping, it's about dancing. So, just saying. But, I just don't understand it. We should all love one another, and everybody should be created equally, and I just don't like it. And I don't like bullies. And some of you parents that allow these daggum kids of yours, they're bullying, and you allow them to go to school and bullying. I knew a lot of, and like I look back, I'm like, I used to ask Joseph, who's your mama and daddy? Who's your mama and daddy? Because I look at it like this. Somebody comes home and tells me my youngin' is bullying them, I'm going to tear that ASS up. I'm just going to tell you straight up. Because it ain't going to happen. Every kid, I don't care if they play 10 sports, if they didn't play a sport, they're a senior. They did their time, and they went to this school. And y'all know it's a lot harder than when I was in school. I ain't going to talk about how many years ago that was. We ain't going to talk about that. But anyway, I'm just saying, they all deserve to walk. And they deserve, our respect. And we need to pray for them. And, there ain't no telling what they're going through. And before I get off here, another thing I want to say. Pray for all of these workers that's out there. My husband, one of them, that's going back out, which they're not around it like the nurses and the doctors. I mean, everybody that works in it. I can't name them all, so I'm just going to say anybody. The young'un the young'uns up there at Kroger that bag your groceries, that's another thing you need to thank. Because I know, like one lady said, as a parent, thinking about that kid out there bagging groceries in the middle of this. It's really sad. But I'm just saying, especially the ones that work in the direct public, but all of them, that we need to say a prayer for, and we need to thank them. Because without them, what would we do? So guys, let's just try to be, like Jason said earlier, unity. Let's try to, give the politics and the religion, let's put it to the side, and let's love one another, because that's what God wants us to do. Okay? And when it's November, all this is over, and it's getting time to election time, go up there and cast your vote. And like I said before, if you don't vote, shut your mouth, because you're not doing nothing. You got to be, signed up. That's just what I'm saying. You got to have your right to speak in the world. But right now, let's worry about this, and let's worry about everybody, getting better, and just pray for our country, and pray for everybody. But love one another, people. Love one another. You ain't gotta like them, but love them for the sake of that's what God wants you to do. So if I'd have preached that a long time ago, I'd have been better off. But I love you guys, just as Tatum. And remember, y'all, when you see somebody, don't be rude and don't think you're better, because that's not going to get you into heaven. It's not going to get you from the pits of hell. Remember that. I love you guys. Please stay safe and take care of one another. I'm praying for all you guys. I love all y'all. No more one than the other. Night, y'all.